Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your reading for the new moon cycle in Taurus. That is from May 6th through to June 5th. Now, this new moon is going to be falling in your second house, and along with the new moon in your second house, you also have Mercury going retrograde in that same house. So, you know, Mercury is one of the 5 planets that are currently going in retrograde motion. It's a historic number of planets in retrograde motion, so there is a lot of holding back and delays, sometimes some miscommunications, a period where it may just feel like it's very difficult to make progress. With this new moon in your second house, you're being called to set your intentions into the universe about your resources, about your financial situation, your earnings, also about the resources that you were born with, so your talents, your skills, you know, your natural abilities. These are things that you want to focus this new moon energy on. Plant the seeds now so that as the moon waxes, you'll have the full energy of the moon behind you to allow growth there. Now, of course, with Mercury retrograde, things may take a little longer than expected, okay? And you may have to redo, revise, review plans. An important time for you to review your financial situation, your checkbook, your, you know, review your bank statements, your investments, you know, review anything that is going to affect you on a financial level. You may find that you may need to make changes. You may find that there have been errors that, you know, never came to your attention before, and that now you have this period to resolve. With the planet Jupiter moving forward on May 9th, that is going to be taking place in your 6th house. You may be seeing progress, expansion, and opportunities coming through where your work situation, your job, the service that you do, okay, what you do to make a living, your everyday life and your everyday routine. You may find changes for the better, though, expansion. You may be considering changing jobs, again, because of your financial situation may have been a little bit unstable the last few weeks, but you're going to be finding that perhaps there is a new way, a new source of making money, a new skill that you can turn into a money-making enterprise, a side gig, you know, some type of work that you're going to be doing that may help to bring in financial growth for you. Now, when Jupiter is retrograde, it tests us, and it really, you know, kind of brings events or situations that if we handle them well, we will be ready for all of that growth and expansion when Jupiter moves forward. And again, that's going to be on May 9th, okay? So your job situation and your financial situation, the focuses of this new moon cycle in Taurus. And let's just go ahead and see what the messages are for Taurus for this new moon cycle. I apologize, for Aries. We are in the new moon cycle in Taurus. We are reading for Aries for this new moon cycle in Taurus. What is the message for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this new moon cycle in Taurus? Message for Aries for the new moon cycle in Taurus. Message for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this new moon cycle. All right. We have the Seven of Swords, we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed, we have the Lovers reversed, we have the Two of Wands, we have the King of Wands reversed, the Eight of Swords, we have the Queen of Swords reversed, the Seven of Cups, and the Hierophant. Okay. Take a look here. At the base of the deck, Nine of Pentacles reversed. So here we go. We're talking about financial situation being your main focus. The Nine of Pentacles is about money. It can be about waiting for monies to come through that have not yet shown up for you. It can also talk about your sense of security and stability. So with when the reverse position, there may be some limitation on you right now, some obstacles, something blocking this full blossoming of financial benefits to come through. Let's go ahead and look at the cards and see what's going on here. We have the Seven of Wands in the past, and next to that we have the Lover's card reversed and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So there may have been a situation related to a loved one, perhaps to a marriage or a long-term relationship, where you have found out that things were going on that you were not aware of. Okay, things may have been going on in secret, in private, and as a result of that, your discovery perhaps of this has perhaps thrown a relationship off kilter. The Seven of Swords here, it talks about someone walking away with someone else's stuff, okay? Or someone walking away from a situation, or doing things in secret. The Seven of Swords can, often talk about actions that are not of the highest integrity going on. So is there a potential issue with a partner that you've experienced in the recent past? The Queen of Pentacles is here reversed. This can be an earth sign, which would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. It could be male or female. The issue with the Queen of Pentacles reversed is that this person can perhaps be a little greedy, very focused on money to the deficit of everything else. Someone who can be demanding, about financial support. So there may have been someone that you've been involved with recently who is showing all of the dark side of concerns for money. It may be someone that you have been supporting, but who is looking for more, or who needs more, and has been very vocal about that. So the main focus for this particular queen or king, male or female, is money right now. And this is someone who may be a source, or may have been a source, a drain for you in some way. And as a result of that, it has either destabilized the relationship, or the destabilization of the relationship has caused this person to become more demanding of your resources, okay? And perhaps this was something that you never knew about this person before, okay? This was something that was kind of kept under wraps, and all of a sudden it came out into the open, or all of a sudden after things went sour, perhaps now you understand that this person may have been really all about the money, or all about what you could provide to them, okay? In the center of the reading is the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands often talks about relationships. Again, this is partnership situations, could be for business, could be personal relationships, but whatever the case, it is a partnership that has started out with promise, but for some reason there is a block from it moving forward. Either the effort has not been made to continue on with it, or it has not quite come to fruition in a way that you've hoped that it would, that it would progress. Crowning is a King of Wands reverse. This is a fire sign energy. And this for me is you, Aries, okay? Male or female, the King of Wands is coming up in the crowning position, which means that what you do and your focus and your intentions and your energy is very much the most important aspect in this situation. You know, this situation with the Lovers may have really affected you very deeply, and as a result, you either no longer are invested in this situation, or you know, it's taken the wind out of your sails. It's kind of taken that fire sign energy and dampened it for you. Okay, and you know, that's difficult because at the base of the reading is the Eight of Swords. So there's a feeling of being trapped, restricted by limitations, and trying to figure out, okay, now what is my next move? You know, something has happened here that has really got me you know, feeling imprisoned in this situation, whether it is an actual physical situation or whether it is just in your thought process about perhaps this earth sign energy, this earth sign person, or the relationship, or what you may have discovered recently. And you're trying to figure out what to do now. We're trying to figure out how to release yourself. Keep in mind that the Eight of Swords talks about a situation where you are blindfolded as to exactly how much power you have to release yourself from this difficult situation, or this restricting, you know, limiting situation. At any moment in time, you can remove those blinders, that blindfold, and you can step through this circle of swords that's around you. You know, they are, you are not actually locked up in this situation. But you are in your mind about it. You don't see an out when there really is an out, but you're not seeing it, or you're not allowing yourself to see it. Okay? Now, coming up in the near future, the next 2 weeks of this cycle, you know, we have the Queen of Swords reversed and the Seven of Cups. So again, there is the wondering about which decision is the right decision to make. There can be some confusion as to other people's intentions. Again, we have a Queen of Swords here reversed, and that is air energy, which could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. When the Swords court cards come up reversed, I often refer to them as the cutting king and the cutting queen. Okay, so you know, there may be a decision that you are trying to make about this person in your life. This Queen of Swords could be another expression of this Queen of Pentacles here. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles is the queen or king, you know, male or female, that is very focused on money and all about money. This queen is coming up again in the near future, the next 2 weeks. So this could be the same person, but now, you know, instead of them being in there demanding or maybe greedy in some way, they are now coming up as combative, and you're you know, possibly in conflict with them. And the Seven of Cups underneath this queen says, again, you may be seeing someone in a light that you never knew, you know, that they could express themselves in, or a side of someone that you did not know existed. And there's disillusionment, there's confusion, there's not, you know, there's uncertainty as to what to do now or how to handle things. It's a Cups card, so definitely there is emotion involved here. You know, there really maybe just a feeling of what now? You know, what is the right decision to make? Which way do I go? Which choice do I make here? Was it all just an illusion? What was real? What was not? You know, so definitely some uncertainty regarding this Queen of Swords. This could have been a triangle of swords. This could have been a love triangle. You know, we have two queens and a king here, so 3 court cards with the 7 of Swords in the past, the Lovers reversed, and the 7 of Cups in the near future. Again, this could talk about a love and money and something that was not known becoming known, and there just being a real sense of confusion as to which way for you to go, Aries, and that's why you're coming up upside down as crowning the reading. You are a very passionate person. You feel things very deeply. You lead with your heart. So don't beat yourself up if you are feeling like, perhaps I should have seen this or I should have known what was going on. Don't blame yourself for someone else's actions. Don't blame yourself for someone else's choices and, the things that they decide to do, because we're all in charge of our own actions, okay? If you get into something with the highest intentions or expectations or optimism, and someone does not prove themselves to be worthy of your love and of your affection and of your devotion and of your support, 9 of Pentacles here, then you may just have to chalk that up to life experience and not allow yourself and your life to be thrown off because of what has happened here. With that Jupiter retrograde in your 6th house, I feel that whatever this situation has happened has really it's thrown things off in your life and in general. What was where you were feeling stable and you knew it was going to happen from day to day, could have been really destabilized. Now, this could very possibly have happened in a work situation. You may have found something out about people that you were, where you were employed, or people around you that ended up not being who you thought they were, there was what was initially a promising, perhaps professional situation has stalled, and you're not quite sure which way to go next. Well, in the outcome position here, in the potential future, and we're talking about the outcome being the end of this new moon cycle, which would be around the beginning of June, I feel like you are going to find your stability again. Now, where this may come in is in a situation that is something that has existed for a while. It's something established. It is something socially acceptable. If you are in a marriage, this could very well say that you are going to remain in that situation. Now, sometimes the Hierophant can represent things that look good from the outside, where everyone thinks that things are fine and stable, but you may be holding on to something just because you care about your reputation, you care about what people think about you, you have been in this, if it's a marriage or a long-term relationship, it's something that you have built up and that you have invested time, energy, love, blood, sweat, and tears in, and you want to maintain the semblance of a stable situation, okay? I feel that this is what is going to be most importance to you, despite the confusion you may have, despite the ambiguous feelings you may have about someone in your life. It's important for you to maintain your your sense of structure in your life, and that is where you are going to keep your focus at the end of this new moon cycle. Now, whether this lasts or whether it does not last, right now I feel like the important thing for you is maintaining some kind of structure while you decide what you're going to do in the future. The Hierophant can represent a counselor of some kind. This could be It could be a marriage counselor, it could be a psychiatrist, psychologist, it could be someone in a religious capacity in your community, an elder of some sort. So there may be someone who is a trusted, counsel to you that you can go to for guidance and, for assistance here to help you navigate your way through a confusing situation. All right, Aries, so I do wish you all good things, and if this reading resonated with you, I hope that it has brought you some type of clarity. I would love to be able to do a private reading for you, so if you're interested in that, please do contact me. I always appreciate you liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel and all of the support. Thank you again. And until next month, I wish you all good things. Again, love, peace, and joy. And of course, I bid you namaste.